bunch of stuff and had a bunch of auctions end. So I am going to grab up some of those things before we... I'm looking at my shelves here. I guess I should show you so you can see it. So I'm going to grab up a few of those things before we move on with our day. I want to have them set up for tomorrow. It's Sunday right now when I'm recording this, so we can't send them out, but I'd like to have them ready to go in the morning. So let's look for those things. What do I got? A Miss Piggy embossed pin from the 70s or 80s. I can't remember which off the top of my head, but I know that I just reposted it the other day because it needed a new photo, so it's got to be somewhere at the top of the pile. I'm seeing other things I posted the same day. Oh, there it is. All right, so this Miss Piggy Pin. Someone just bought that on Mercari. Gonna send that out too. Next is one of those items that it's kind of like I thought it was cool, but it might not be. And then didn't know if I was gonna post it. And then my intern saw it in the pile and posted it anyway. And then I was like, okay, fine, I'll leave it there. And thinking it would never sell. And then it did. End of story. It is a dot-to-dot book. Oh my God, first try. I did not think I was going to be able to find this right away. So this vintage Follow the Dots and Color and Pictures book. To tell you the truth, the reason I got it is because I kind of felt like publishing my own dot-to-dot book, which I still want to do. So I saw this book at I think it was an estate sale. It's one of those old dot-to-dot books. And I was like, I'm just going to copy what they do in this. Or at least get kind of a theme of it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take pictures of it before I send it out. So I have them in my Google Photo Drive. That's what I'll do. All right, I'm going to stop this for a second and take some pictures of these pages. Oh shoot, I hope I said one of the pages is done. One of the items that I think just sold this morning, right when I woke up, was a Twilight Zone book. So it's a book of stories by Rod Serling under the Twilight Zone moniker. There it is. So, exactly. New stories from Twilight Zone by Rod Serling, and that is from... Where does it say that's from? What year? I mean, not where. 1962. So, awesome. I actually thought this would go quicker. I think I got it in December. So send that off today. This really neat thing here. A Pink Panther wallet. So I don't have a date on this one, but it's at least from the 70s or early 80s. It's like one of those wallets that you would get at a carnival or... Oh, here it is. I knew it had a date on it. 1981. And it has Pink Panther. It's plastic, but it's made to look like leather. And it's got the nice little...
I believe they call that pleather.
Pleather? Yes. Only this is way more plastic than pleather. But it's got like the little... What would that be? Binding? But piping. No, not even piping. Stitching around there, which is also a leather or a plastic strap with the white there.
It's awesome.
And the best part is it's got the snaps so you can keep your coins in it, and this little tiny picture wallet so you can keep your tiny pictures that nobody has. Oh, you know what? They're about the size of, yeah, they'd be about the size of school pictures that you'd get, which were always just a little, like 2-inch by 1-inch picture. Of all your friends! And the snaps, I'm amazed that there's no rust on it and that it's not, but it's in super good condition and it's just tiny and it has Pink Panther on it. So someone bought that. Jackpot Payoff. This is a game from Whitman, who I did a episode of my Pop Culture Roadshow about. It's a printing company in Racine. And this has a tablecloth and some cards like this. It's got its own little casino-ish type game. Some chips. And that's from, when's this one from? 1979. Yeah. So that's going to go out as well. It says see box bottom for contents. Deal, draw, discard, bluff, risk everything on the chance you may be a lucky player. That doesn't explain anything. Oh well. It says it has 100 plastic chips. Do we have 100 plastic chips in here? Actually only had 95 chips. So I had to think of what was I going to do for that. And then I remembered I have this Tiddlywinks game that was actually missing 2 of these blue pieces, so I couldn't sell it anyway because you can't, it didn't have all the pieces. But it had very similar chips, which were these red and white ones there. So I just took those and added them since I need to take this off of the market anyway. So there we go. It's got the full 100 chips. I'm glad I actually looked and counted. This item I just talked about also the other day on my Pop Culture Roadshow. It's a Huey, Dewey, and Louie round puzzle from, again by Whitman. That was the whole thing the podcast was about, or the video was about. And it's from 1980. And it's a round puzzle. And the cool thing about this, even though the box is a little weathered, it's never been opened. It's sealed, so basically what's inside is brand new. Another thing is this really well illustrated game, but it's super old. It's one of those games where when I got it, I was like, it doesn't even really seem like it. It seems like it's old, but then at the same time, it seems like something someone made to seem old. You get what I mean? I don't know. But it's called Go Home Puppy. And it's a game for 4 players. Basically, it has a spin wheel, and you move them around the board. And the board has just this awesome illustration style to it. About a dog sending a dog home and going through the neighborhood. Just really super cool. I love that artwork. And that is from, I looked it up, it's because it's Roman numerals, so I had to look it up. But I know that it's from like, I think the 60s. I forget, it's in the listing. But the box is very damaged, but it's just really cool. This Kaleidoscope right here from, is there a date on it? 1973. It's one of those things. I wonder if I'd be able to do it. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That's kind of creepy because you can see my reflection and you can see in there. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey. This is actually kind of fun to do. Wish I could keep it still. Went out on a bike ride. Finally got a chance to, go outside for the day and taking a bike ride in the evening. Been doing that the past couple of days. I'm about halfway through with it, and I popped a tire. And I tried carrying my bike, but then I realized I'm just gonna have to get a new tire anyway, so I'm just walking with it. But it's making this lovely noise. I don't know. I'm gonna walk for like a half hour so I can at least still get the, outside atmosphere and get my exercise in or whatever the hell. I don't know. I just don't feel like it yet. And then maybe I'll call Mary Joy and have her come get me.